Ever notice history sometimes sounds like drama written by reality itself?
Yeah, except nobody rehearsed and everyone still thinks they are right.
Tonight we walk through the Passion story straight from John's account.
With names, facts, and humor because this story gets intense quickly.
A quiet garden becomes the starting point of one of history's biggest moments.
Nothing suspicious about late-night visits with soldiers carrying torches, ha ha ha.
I am Teddy, focused on empathy, human meaning, and deeper moral reflection.
I am TJ Logic, driven questioning motives, power, and how stories get shaped.
Jesus enters the garden with his disciples, including Peter and Judas.
And Judas arrives with soldiers sent by chief priests and Pharisees.
Judas identifies Jesus, leading to the arrest under authority of Jewish leaders.
So the Sanhedrin leadership is already involved behind the scenes here.
Jesus steps forward, asking whom they seek, showing calm control.
Bold move, basically saying I am right here, no need for searching.
The soldiers fall back, momentarily stunned by his presence.
Imagine arresting someone and suddenly you are the one stepping backward.
Peter reacts quickly, drawing a sword and cutting Malchus' ear.
Peter, always that guy who escalates situations before thinking anything through.
Jesus tells Peter to put away the sword, accepting what is coming.
So calm while everyone else is panicking like a bad group project.
Jesus is taken first to Annas, former high priest connected to Sanhedrin.
Annas still influential, even if Caiaphas officially holds the high priest role.
Annas questions him about disciples and teachings, seeking useful evidence.
Fishing for statements, hoping to build a case before full Sanhedrin review.
Jesus responds, saying he spoke openly in synagogues and temple courts on.
Meaning many Jewish listeners already heard his teachings publicly.
A guard strikes Jesus, questioning his response toward authority.
Nothing like silencing answers with a slap, classic control move.
He is then sent to Caiaphas, the high priest leading the Sanhedrin.
Now we are at the center of Jewish leadership decision-making.
Meanwhile, Peter follows at a distance near the courtyard fire.
Staying close, but not too close, classic, I know him, but maybe not.
Peter is recognized and denies knowing Jesus 3 separate times.
3 denials in one night, that is commitment to panic decisions.
A rooster crows, marking Peter's realization and deep regret.
Nature keeping better time than human conscience in stressful moments.
Early morning, Jewish leaders bring Jesus from Sanhedrin to Pontius Pilate.
Because under Roman rule, the Sanhedrin cannot authorize execution themselves.
Pilate asks what accusation they bring against Jesus.
Basically saying, give me something I can legally justify here.
They respond he claims kingship, which threatens Roman authority.
So religious concern becomes political charge to get Roman attention.
Pilate questions Jesus, asking if he is king of the Jews.
Straight to the headline charge, skipping all small talk entirely.
Jesus answers that his kingdom is not of this world.
Which sounds philosophical, but not exactly helpful in a legal defense.
Pilate finds no basis for a charge against him.
Judge basically saying I got nothing, but the leaders insist strongly.
Jewish leaders continue pressing the case, demanding serious action.
Pressure from leadership plus crowd energy creates a difficult situation.
Pilate offers to release him as part of Passover custom.
A seasonal option where the crowd influences the legal outcomes.
The crowd, influenced by leaders, chooses Barabbas instead.
Crowd dynamics mixed with leadership influence rarely produce calm decisions.
Jesus is then flogged harshly by Roman soldiers.
Rome loved making punishment very visible and extremely painful.
Soldiers place a crown of thorns and purple robe on him.
Mock royalty package, sarcasm edition with zero compassion included.
They say, "Hail, King of the Jews," while striking him repeatedly.
Insult, disguised as ceremony, brutal irony happening in real time.
Pilate presents him, saying, "Behold the man," to the crowd.
Like showing the crowd, hoping sympathy suddenly appears from nowhere.
Chief priests and officials shout, "Crucify him," repeatedly with urgency.
Religious leadership now fully aligned with the outcome they want.
Pilate insists he finds no guilt but faces intense pressure.
Leadership under pressure rarely produces decisions based on pure logic.
They argue he claims to be Son of God, increasing tension.
Now it gets theological and political at the same exact time.
Pilate questions Jesus again, asking more about his origin.
Searching for clarity, but receiving silence, which adds more confusion.
Jesus speaks about authority given from above to Pilate.
That statement probably made Pilate even more uncomfortable internally.
Jewish leaders warn Pilate that releasing him challenges loyalty to Caesar.
Now they frame it as political loyalty, forcing Pilate into a corner.
Pilate sits on the judgment seat at the place called Gabbatha.
Formal setting, but the outcome already leaning heavily one direction.
He declares, "Behold your king," addressing the gathered crowd.
Crowd responds saying they recognize no king except Caesar.
Leaders and crowd together reject him in favor of Roman authority.
That moment shows political alignment over earlier religious expectations.
Pilate hands Jesus over to be crucified by soldiers.
Decision made, responsibility passed along, just like earlier stages.
Jesus carries his cross toward the place called Golgotha.
Heavy burden both physically and symbolically at the same time.
He is crucified between two others in public view.
Public execution meant to send a message loud and clear.
Pilate writes the sign, "Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews,"
written in multiple languages so nobody misses the intended message.
Chief priests object, asking to change the wording on the sign.
Even at this stage, they want to control the narrative.
Pilate responds, "What I have written firmly."
That might be the firmest statement he delivers all day.
Soldiers divide his garments, casting lots for his tunic.
Even during execution, someone is running a small lottery system.
Jesus speaks to his mother and the disciple John nearby.
Still thinking about others even in the middle of suffering.
He says it is finished, marking completion of his mission.
Short sentence carrying massive meaning across centuries of discussion.
He gives up his spirit, ending the crucifixion moment.
And that moment becomes one of the most discussed events ever.
Soldiers do not break his legs but pierce his side.
Enduring death while fulfilling details recorded carefully by witnesses.
Joseph of Arimathea, a respected Jewish council member, asks for the body.
Interesting that a council member shows quiet support at the end.
Nicodemus, another Jewish leader, joins, bringing spices for burial preparation.
The same Nicodemus who once came at night now acts openly.
They place Jesus in a new tomb located nearby.
From public execution to private burial in a short time.
Shock moment, the phrase "King of the Jews" started as mockery.
Yet it becomes one of the most recognized titles worldwide.
The story blends Jewish leadership, Roman power, faith, and human choices.
And shows how narratives evolve far beyond original intentions.
Whether viewed as history or faith, it invites deep reflection.
And reminds us truth, perception, and power are always connected.
During this Holy Week and with the Middle Eastern conflict, we ask, where did it begin?
Big beliefs begin with simple questions, so stay open-minded about history and faith.
When Jews and Romans crucified Jesus that day, they set the fire that burns today.
We will keep asking questions about this story of sacrifice, meaning, and love. Until then, amen.